everyone, I'm Erica, and this is the Original Bottle. So I want to discuss breastfeeding and, more importantly, the dilemmas mothers are faced with on a daily basis. To give just a bit of background, while the theory of breastfeeding is pretty easy, the act is quite a bit more complicated. As you can see, not all physicians are educating parents how breast milk is superior to formula. Not to mention, while this is one of the most natural phenomenons for mothers, it does take practice for both moms and babies. While mom and baby do carry out most of the work, it is paramount that the father be supportive. The chart here shows how a prenatal intervention educating fathers on how to be supportive increased the rate of initiating breastfeeding from 14 to 76%. Dads play an extremely important role as well. The most important struggle I want to focus on is how we have in America perceived breastfeeding. Our society tends to favor bottle feeding, as breastfeeding is still fairly taboo. This norm is affecting our mothers so severely to the point they're embarrassed to feed their babies. Yep, you heard that correctly. Moms are embarrassed to nurse their child. In fact, in a study several years ago, it was found only 43% of Americans felt that mothers are justified to feed in public. The study also went on to discuss that store and restaurant owners discourage public nursing is quite common. Not surprisingly, most of the moms are asked to seek a more secluded area or to at least cover up. I don't know about you, but I certainly don't want to eat with a blanket over my head. To be honest, I get claustrophobic just by having the blankets too close to my face at night. I can't imagine doing the same to my daughter just so she can eat. I surveyed a group of nursing moms on one of my Facebook groups and sadly found that many first-time moms are too afraid to nurse in public. I personally was like this with my firstborn son, and I tended to always make sure I had bottles ready with me, or I scurried out of the room very quickly should he become hungry. As can be expected, mothers with more than 4 children have received the most amount of discouragement. Besides many stares, many have been confronted. One poor mother found herself ridiculed at a local mall for nursing her baby while her oldest son enjoyed a snack on a bench. Of course, the individuals had no problem with the amount of skin shown on the models next door in the Victoria's Secret windows. Which brings us to the spotlight Victoria's Secret found themselves under a few years ago. Being a store which celebrates the female body, it seems out of character to deny a customer a quiet room to nurse her baby. Instead, the mother and son found themselves in a foul, disgusting public bathroom. A North Carolina judge also found himself under the microscope for berating a mother nursing her child in his courtroom. He's even on recording telling the mother what she was doing was ridiculous and that she needed to stop. Just for the record, the Freedom to Breastfeed Act protects nursing mothers and gives us 100% legal right to feed our children in public. We need to look at the reason as to why our society has so much difficulty accepting this natural occurrence. The American Psychological Association defines hypersexualization as a person's value stemming solely from his or her sexual appeal or behavior, to the exclusion of other characteristics. A great example is this young model posing for Vogue magazine. This young girl's name is Thylane Blondeau, and she's only 10 years old in this photograph. A study conducted recently found that Rolling Stone's covers increased the sexualization of women from 44% to 83% in the past 4 decades, while men barely jumped a whopping 6%. As you can see, the media's advertising market is targeting our younger generations by tripling the amount of sexual attributes. Not only is more skin being shown, they're also putting more emphasis on our breasts. Thankfully, our friends in Hollywood are on the offense. Several articles depicting the rewarding aspects of nursing have been increasing in the past decade. Even more notably, celebrity moms have opened up on the nitty-gritty and otherwise the more troubling components of breastfeeding. The model in this photograph, her name is Giselle, and she posted this photo on her Instagram a couple years ago, just showing the life of a multitasking celebrity mother. Here we see Tamara Mowry, who I'm sure you remember from Sister Sister, and I believe she's also on The Real now. She opened up in her blog and explained the amount of pain she actually faced while nursing her son Aiden, along with the terrible dilemma of a low supply of milk. Model Nicole Trofino here actually took her son to her photo shoot of Elle, and they both found themselves on the cover. Finally, how can we as a society be more than content surrounding ourselves in all of this? Yet we have such a difficult time allowing an innocent baby to satisfy their hunger.